Now, I've visited every country in Southern Africa outside of Malawi and Eswatini, and I've been dying to go to both. Well, I finally got a chance to visit Lilongwe Malawi, so let's see how it goes down in and around the capital city. As always, in this video, we're going to check out things to do in and around the city, such as attractions, nightlife, my accommodations, and more, so that you'll have an idea of things to do in the city in case you decide to visit. So sit back and relax as we explore Lilongwe Malawi. So, Malawi is located in Southeast Africa, with Tanzania to the north, Mozambique surrounding the east and southern borders, and you have Zambia to the west. Lilongwe is the capital city and has a population of about 1 million people. Now we're going to get to this Malawi trip, but before heading to Malawi, I stopped by one of my favorite cities in Africa, which is Gaborone, Botswana, for a quick weekend to do some partying. Alright, to set things off, the hotel I was staying at, which was the Protea Hotel by Marriott, had an awesome party by their rooftop pool. It started at around 3 p.m. with the social hour, and as always, I linked with a lot of cool people. But later that night, it got super lit. The crazy thing about this night is that it wasn't even planned. I just heard some music on the roof and decided to check it out. And I'm glad I did, because I had a blast. After leaving the event at the hotel, I walked around the corner to another nice spot called the Vineyard. This is mostly an outdoor venue. The DJ here was great, and the energy was live. Definitely glad I stopped here. The last place I went this first night was to the club Deja Vu. Deja Vu was much better this night than past visits, outside of all the smoke in the air anyway. Kinda gross if you ask me, but I still had a blast. Over the course of the weekend, I also went to other night spots, like Rhapsody's Pakalani, which is one of my favorites. I hung out with many friends in the city, tried new restaurants, and just had an all-around good weekend. But after spending the weekend in Botswana, I hopped on a plane to finally check out Lilongwe Malawi for the first time. Now, prior to coming here, I didn't know anything about Malawi, except for the great Lake Malawi. So I rented a car and jumped on the road. Lake Malawi is about 123 kilometers from Lilongwe, and takes about 2.5 hours to get there. I rented this car for the week for about $25 a day from the taxi driver that picked me up from the airport. So on the way to Lake Malawi, you're going to get to see a lot of the countryside, as well as a lot of small towns and villages. Upon arriving to the lake, I parked on the beach next to a resort called Livingstonia. Now what surprised me most of all is how huge and beautiful this lake is. It actually doesn't even look like a lake, more like an ocean, especially with all the waves crashing in. The lake is so big that it touches Malawi, Mozambique, and Tanzania, and is the 3rd largest lake in Africa and 9th largest in the world. With a depth of 2,316 feet, it's also the 2nd deepest lake in Africa. The lake is also known for its crystal clear waters and beautiful sandy beaches. It's a great spot to just hang out, relax, or participate in activities such as beach volleyball, snorkeling, or many other activities. I had a great day at Lake Malawi, and on my next visit, I'll probably stay on the lake for about a week or so, just exploring the area. So after returning to Lilongwe, I decided to check out the nightlife with some friends I met at the beach. The first club we went to was Club Illusions. I was dead tired from being at the beach all day, but the DJ here was on point and definitely kept us moving all night. Illusions was the most popular club in the city, but my favorite spots were for sure the live music joints. The lounge area 10 had a really good band that played a lot of local and regional songs, as well as some old school American music from the 60s and 70s. Now, by far my favorite spot to listen to live music was at the Four Seasons Hotel on Sunday nights. If I'm not mistaken, this is the biggest night in the city for live music. They had an awesome band with a great lead singer. Like the other band, they also played a lot of local and regional songs. The venue also served some pretty decent food, which you can enjoy while watching the band. I didn't get to explore much of Lilongwe's nightlife, but I had a great time at the places I did visit. While out and about, a lot of people recommended that I visit Bunda Mountain. Getting there was about an hour's drive, but I didn't mind at all because I enjoy seeing the countryside of places I visit when possible. Bunda Mountain is famous for its breathtaking views and exciting hiking trails. The climb to the top is definitely an adventure, with a lot of greenery and unique rock formations along the way. Once you reach the summit, you're going to get a stunning panoramic view of the surrounding countryside. The mountain also has a rich history. Local tribes use the mountain as a place of worship. On the mountain, you'll find many people praying, as well as a church and a few shelters for people who might want to stay on the mountain overnight. Whether you're into hiking, history, or just want a fantastic view, Bunda Mountain is a perfect destination for a memorable experience. Another place I visited in town was the Lilongwe Wildlife Center. This sanctuary rescues and cares for injured and orphaned animals. There are cool trails where you can hike and explore the lush surroundings. Animals you may see are monkeys, baboons, and alligators, just to name a few. To be honest, we didn't see many animals at all, as they were hiding in the forest. But it was great being out in nature and enjoying good company in Malawi's wonderful weather. As far as my accommodations, I stayed in my first Airbnb apartment on the continent of Africa. It was in an area just north of the city center called Area 10, which I was told was very safe. The apartment was in a gated compound, with the owners living right next door. It had cable TV, a washer and dryer, hot water, AC, and was extremely comfortable. And even better, I only paid about $35 per night for this place. In fact, after this experience, I might primarily be staying in Airbnbs moving forward when traveling throughout Africa. I really enjoyed my time at Lilongwe, Malawi. I wish I could have stayed longer, but it's all good because now I have an excuse to come back and experience even more of the city. Now, as far as visa requirements, U.S. passport holders do not need a visa if staying less than 90 days. If you're from Lilongwe or anywhere in Malawi for that matter, let me know some places I should check out during my next visit. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.